All right, y'all. The song clip that TikTok picked, go figure, TikTok spirit. Anyhow, it was the Macarena, and old dude was saying, "You're a psychopath," and he's saying, "No, I'm a high functioning social, and I have your number." I do. Anyhow, Enterprise, you ain't forgetting Genesis or me. You're not going to forget the victim survivors. This one's speaking out. One of the things I was reminded of this morning, well, actually, a few days ago, and I know it's because y'all you probably felt my heart. He's one of my guides, but he used to be one of my adopted children. He used to be my son's best friend. Anyhow, I've been reminded of a story that my son told me of what he and some others, including this adopted child, did. They were driving down what we call Highway 27. And it's very curvy and all that, y'all. A lot of woods, y'all. Anyhow, my heart started beating. Anyhow, they were going between Ozark, Alabama, and Enterprise. If y'all know, you know. It's a dangerous highway. Anyhow, they saw a deer and saw it on the side of the road. Just very common. They parked on the side of the road. And y'all, this is for entertainment only. 18 plus, trigger warning. I'm writing a fictional book about my life experiences in Enterprise, Alabama. Allegedly, they chased that deer down with a bat and unalived it with that in their hands. Sociopaths, psychopaths. It was the fear the animal felt as it ran, as it was being chased, hunted, that the individuals allegedly, thank you, it says emotionally squishy on sickness, soup, and some. This is gang stalking. That was real life, allegedly. This is what my children in my community have done to me. This is gang stalking. This is the honeypot scams. This is the doxing. You enjoy the pain you inflict. Why do I tell you this? I see the wounds within us. I see my wounds. And I see how others used my wounds, my trauma, against me. It became a weapon within their hands, within their knowledge. I remember the young girl that I tried to help. She was a friend of my son's. Her mama worked at the nursing facility I did, along with my best friend. I had just finished the upward mobility program in nursing. I went from my LPN to my RN. My best friend allegedly worked there as well with this girl's mama. This is when I was in the middle of the second divorce with my late husband. This is also when there was things, or I began noticing being roofied. I didn't notice it, but it started being apparent. I mentioned that the roofing, the gang stalks, the honeypot scams, the doxing, the being haunted. It's almost like a psychological thriller. One moment. I want to show you this. This is one of the paintings I did. A crow. That was my son's favorite movie. The Crow. A psychological thriller. You don't say. See, I believe that movie was out at that time with that incident with my son when I was divorcing my husband the second time. That was then. I painted that. I'm telepathic. My son was thinking about that. I painted that painting for my son. I picked up on your thoughts, baby. I'm telepathic. Allegedly. What I see is a lot of people with a lot of wounds, with lifestyles that they want to hide, allegedly. After my husband passed, I was trying to get his will probated. I spoke to our lawyer that allegedly did my late husband's will and mine. He'd represented my husband the entire time we'd been married. He was our lawyer. And I paid the initial down payment for the retainer. And they accepted it. The one they told me, the amount they told me to pay. My late husband and I, our lawyer, even though with that payment, did not represent me or my late husband's wishes, allegedly. I got questions. A lot of questions. Because, like my son's late best friend, allegedly, the one that pops in to be a guy, I channeled him. He officially unalived himself, right? There were a lot of questions then, but it was hushed up, wasn't it? His daddy's a what? A doc in the box, you don't say. Do you happen to like midnight ballerinas? Because that's what that young girl that I tried to help at that time. I believe I was trying to spoke out about my best friend's, well, it was her second or third husband, essaying her children, allegedly. I know it was me and several others at work, allegedly. She was having an affair with the pharmacist and the pediatrician, allegedly. What I see is a pattern, cycles of abuse that are continued and hidden.